in this week's episode of What If the World Blew Up, we're going to be seeing more colonization and not good stuff, because colonization is bad. Very, very bad. But we are going to get into the video. I'm recording this at 3 AM, so if I say something stupid, it's not my fault. Well, it is, but it's 3 AM's fault as well, so it's not 100% my fault. Okay, so first thing we're gonna do here is the France country expanding more into their colony. Their colony expands a bit more. Very nice. For them, it's not that nice, but this is not a nice thing. But well, there's nobody there yet, so that's good because there's nobody there yet. But they will discover the Great Lakes, and they will like link up with. I don't actually know the names of the Great Lakes. Scream at me, I don't know. I don't know the names of the Great Lakes. Sorry. What if it isn't a Great Lake and I'm just stupid? So, anyways, now we are going to have the Red Team Rebellion. Pro-independence candidate, or I guess party, and they will now begin to fight for their independence. The Red Team begins its attack as the Orange Team didn't expect this. The French country still being salty about this, about their boat being blown up, will send troops and invade the Orange country from the north. They launch a invasion. They launch a naval invasion in the northern parts of Spain, as they are slowly managing to push out this Red Team offensive. But that's not it. France will also land another naval offensive and make this one move, and it'll kind of sophisticate into a big blob mess thing. The Orange Team is clicking the panic button that I still don't have. I still need one of those panic buttons, but I don't have one. So crap. But they will rush and encircle the capital. The capital of the Orange Team has been encircled, and then it falls to French forces. And seeing an opportunity, this country that got invaded a few episodes ago is going to do the invading now. They are going to launch an offensive, and they will connect up with their exclave. They take back land, and this is just a bloodbath. The Red Team is swiftly dealt with though. The Red Team is swiftly defeated, but doesn't stop their offensives in other regions. And the French country, they promised that if they won this war, they'd give the Red Team their freedom, because they see it as a counterbalance in the region, because Iberia is just completely orange dominated, and they liked it more when it was like split, because they got more influence, as we call it. So France will completely just offensive, I guess. They have sophisticated a northern colony, not colony, but landing. Well, this is really where the Orange Team started. So this is like a big blow. And this has like a big historical impact, because this is where they started. As French forces ravage down this way, as as Catalonia, as I think I'm going to call it from now on, will also push to connect up with the French country. They have encirclement, and then the Catalonian country will manage to take back. Will take this land from the Spanish Portuguese country. Oh, I don't know what it is. It's just Iberia, the Iberian country. Okay, so now they are encircled and they are starving positions in the north. Seeing an opportunity, the brown country will strike the orange team. My god, everyone's stockpiling on them right now. There's like 4 countries fighting them. It's just a bloodbath. They're like, the orange team will now look for allies to help them. Who will help them? They're able to get 2 friends on their side. It's the African country and the Netherlands, because Netherlands doesn't like France. So yeah, it's them. So France will be caught off guard by the surprise attack again. The Netherlands isn't as powerful as they were in the previous war they fought, but because like their leader's dead. But like the leader set the Netherlands up for he set them up for a great future. So their military is probably the top dog right now. They probably have about the top dog military, other than like Bangladesh, I guess. I think they're at least probably number 3 at military. So they will leave a lasting impact, and invading the French country, which will force them to remove troops from the area, which allows these guys to retake some land, which will make them slow down their offensive, which is a big as their offensive has been pushed back by like a lot. It's like a big loss, and now they're connected. It's not looking too bad. All of a sudden, when the French reinforcements hit, the front will kind of stabilize around this location, as the front lines are just kind of stalemating, as there's nothing they can really do. So now the Netherlands will do something. They call in their puppet states. Their puppet state, I should say, not states, because they don't have 2. That's plural. So they will call in their puppet state, which has their troops sent to the battlefield with more manpower and great Dutch command, because the leader, remember, he set them up for he set the country up for great military leadership. Because in their capital building, he literally put a bulletin board up, or just a piece of paper or something, and writ how to be a good general or leader. It's not that hard. Of course, they're not going to be as good as him, but they're not going to be bad. They're still good. They're still better than France. As they will attack France. France will leave the war with only their occupied territories in Iberia to show for it. Front lines have officially stopped for France. Now, it's time for these guys to show that they can do stuff. These guys will push in to the Iberia. This country will make impressive gains in the Iberian region, I guess. What is it? Iberia is just kind of flopping. Iberian anti-wars will start popping up all over the country, with anti-war protesters popping up and the orange team just kind of has to accept its fate at this point. And the orange team will agree to look at some peace terms. Let's see what those peace treaty looks like. Okay, the orange team it didn't lose as much land as you'd think, because remember, this wasn't a surrender, this was a peace agreement, so the orange team had to agree to all this stuff. The orange team didn't really want to fight much longer, so they saw this as quite reasonable, I guess. As this France country has now a little thing here. This brown country has expanded they have like a panhandle. Catalonia looks just weird. And the red team is free! And up here, oh, what? I didn't remove that. Oops. What the frick am I doing? They took a bit of land from France. They didn't want to punish them too much, though. Well, I guess. But also, the Dutch, they're on a rampage. Their next invasion is because during the fighting on the French front lines, they picked up a map of the Americas, right? Just like how the Spanish got it. So now they want to get there. One problem: they don't have access to that unless they wanted to go around Britain. So what do you do to stop this problem? Invade Britain! Yeah, so they will invade Britain from the south with their navy isn't too good, but the British country isn't strong, it's like really weak. It's like very, very weak, so there's nothing it can really do, as it will quickly fall. As it will quickly fall over to the Netherlands. Okay, let's look at that peace treaty. Okay, so the Netherlands has taken southern England and maybe a little bit of Wales, if I'm right. So now they will send their ship out to the west, and their ship will follow a path like this. It's going this way. Ooh, some islands, and they follow this path. They follow this path, and then they got caught in a storm. And then they end up around here where the Guyanas are, right? Isn't that like where the Guyanas are? So now South America's been discovered. The South American continent is gonna get its first colony. Wow. Not very good, I know. It's a very bad thing. But, like, what are we gonna do about it? I can't really go down there and tell them not to do it. Cause, like, that would break the fourth wall. But, so they will settle a colony in Brazil, is it? It's like Brazil and the Guyanas or something like that. Yeah, it's somewhere like that. Okay, so and then now they are going to tell everyone about this. So now everyone knows about the Americas. Thanks, Dutch. Thanks, Dutch country. Now everybody knows. They told them that. They told everyone because they kind of didn't want for the French and Spanish to get everything. And they knew that this would probably make them get less, but they don't want France to be too powerful either, so now everyone's just like, whoa. And the orange team will now set sail out to the west. Well, just like everyone. And now they will settle the new colony. Everybody's just hopping on the colony game now, aren't they? The orange team will set a colony about there. I don't know where this is, so don't ask me. It's like Carolinas or something, I don't really know. If it's not, you guys are gonna scream. This African country is going to invade. They're going to invade these two little countries here. So they will quickly launch an attack, and they will take the capital. They will occupy the rest of the country, and then they will invade this one, and then they will occupy it. They will now annex it. So now, because they know about it thanks to them, they will set out to the west again. Yay! And they will discover Florida. Nice. Okay. Okay. So, well, they will discover Florida, and now they will set up a permanent colony on the east coast of Florida. Colonization's really getting off to a start, isn't it, mate? Isn't it? What? I've never seen that in my life. The French are mad at the Dutch for this, but they can't really do anything. So. And now Sweden, this Swedish thing, is going to invade Scotland or UK or whatever it is. They will launch a naval invasion onto the east coast of Scotland. And as I've said previously, they're not very strong, so they just fall. Let's look at that peace treaty, shall we? Alright, that's not very good, mate. I'm gonna change the colour of the... I'm gonna change Sweden's colour, so then it's not too similar to the Dutch here. Okay? Okay, so Sweden is now purple, I guess. So now they don't look like occupied land of the Dutch. So the Swedish country, now having a foothold in the UK, will set sail to the west. Who could have expected? They will go west and they will find Newfoundland or Quebec. I don't really... Is that what it's called? Is it called Newfoundland? If it's not, you can scream at me in the comments. I'm pretty sure you guys are going to see this on the 20th of June, which is insane that I've pre-recorded all the way up there, but so they will now set up a colony in the Newfoundland and this island, which I don't know the name of. So now the world has 4 colonial powers. Well, no, 5. I just didn't see the African ones. So now, who wants a piece of the pie? It's Finland! You can't reach there though, Finland, so just suck it up. And then they just cry. Cry about it. Catalonia wants a piece of the pie, so what are they going to do to get that piece of the pie? Invade the brown country! As they want to invade it, because they want its land so you can reach that way. So they will occupy its territory and quickly take its capital because it kind of borders them. And then they will occupy the entire country and they will just annex it. Just straight up annexation. They are getting pretty chunky. They will now go to the east. And if I can zoom out, okay, they will discover the Caribbean as they discover this stuff. Okay, I'm just dead. Okay, so they will they take all of these islands. I need to stop doing that. They take all of these islands. And now they're thinking, is this really everything? Is this really what the whole rave about a new continent was about? So now they just think everyone's exaggerating about how cool it is and being dramatic, but so that's kind of cool, I guess. Well, they do think that until they discover Central America, which kind of changed their opinion on these things. So they discover Central America. They will discover Central America, and they will set up a colony in Yucatan and Honduras and Belize. So they will take. Oh, no, that's the wrong side. They will take this territory from these guys, from the grey. But it's really, the colonization is really kicking off. Anyways, we should do something other than colonization, so then people don't click off the video. Russia. Russia is invading again. Really, again? They invade this small, weird Kazakhstan country as they launch an attack on its northern point, and it's mainly just because I don't like how the two colours look next to each other. So they will invade it, and they will just and they will put this up here, so then all the defences are there, and then they will make a counter, and then they will make a blockage and then they will make an attack from the south, encircling troops, which is very Dutch manoeuvring. That's just going to be what we call it for the rest of the series, probably. And now they strike towards the capital and take it. They take the capital city in approximately 2 months of fighting. Yeah. They were going to annex it. They're going to annex the entire thing. Nice. Now they have access to the Caspian Sea. Now they have access to the Caspian Sea. Japan is just like I was gonna do something with them, but what can they do? Yeah, they can't do anything. And anyways, back in Vietnam. Yay! So something that happened is because you know how they imported troops from other countries and especially Europe? So one of those places happened to be the Dutch country they took troops from, and in that was the former king's son. So he was fighting when his dad died. So now he's just mad, and he's gonna take that rage out on China. So he with his group of troops will launch an offensive to the north, retaking the area. From enemy occupation, they will manage to push back, and they will quickly take back this land with the power of rage power. Now they will go into their territory to stabilize the front line. So they didn't have to fight a longer front. So they will stabilize the front, and it's just a weird front line. I don't really know what else to say. And that's gonna be this update on Vietnam. Oh yeah, Horn of Africa update. I forgot about that. I didn't, but still. The green country will attack this country again. Yeah, I know, again. And they will take this territory from it. And then we will have the orange country doing something as they invade the brown country and take this land. The brown country is just getting smacked every second of the day. They're just getting smacked around, and they will invade these two countries. So that's your Horn of Africa update. And now Greece is puppet state. Well, not. Why did I say anything about the puppet state? The puppet state has nothing to do with this. They will invade. They will launch an attack into Turkey. Great! They launch an attack into Turkish territory and overrun it with the power of their military. So let's look at that page today. Alright, Turkey has been divided between them and their puppet state. Their puppet state now controls the majority of the former Ottoman lands, and rest in peace, Ottoman Empire. Just do that now. And they will now The puppet state is getting less and less power as the government of Greece controls it more and more to make sure it doesn't try to break away. And a big war is about to start, which will end in the next episode, but yeah. So, a few Pentagon Alliance ships are going through the strait like this when they are sunk by Greek bombs. They will become bombed by they're getting fired at like pew pew by Greek terrorists. And it's time for war. I'll see you in the next one.